morning, ladies and jelly beans. How are we doing? As you can see, I'm out on the Tenere. This is the first time I've been out on my bike in over a month. Didn't ride it the entirety of January, and I was getting serious withdrawals. But the weather has just been absolutely trash at the minute. Proper crap. And I don't mind riding in adverse conditions, but it's not the kind of weather you want to be setting out in. So we're having a little pootle out today. Currently on one of the most boring roads in the world, the A15. And this is why I'm not a big fan of Google Maps. It's just brought me the fastest route, which is just the most boring route. And I didn't check it before we left. I just left. So kind of my bad. But yeah, we're hopefully going to go find some lanes. I've pinpointed a couple on the map, so we'll go and have a look. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Catch up with you all in a bit. Guys, lane number 1 is a no-go. As you'll see from the video footage I'm inserting now, it is that sloppy, wet grass mud that we know my tyres will not cope with at all. So we're going to try lane number 2. And I've got a feeling it's going to be much of the same. However, we'll go and have a look and we'll see what we find. It's saying it's literally 1 minute down the road, so yeah, we'll see what it looks like when we get there. Well, here it is coming up in front of us now. And that's exactly the same. Yeah, I can't be riding on mud like that with these tyres. I'll just be all over. I'll just be on my side again. And as funny as you may find that, I don't really want to lay it down again. Not if I can help it. Back to the drawing board. So it doesn't look like there's anything in the immediate area, but there is all these little lanes, little country roads to ride around on. While we do ride, just a little public service announcement about the Ultimate Add-ons phone case, the universal phone case and mount. I'm not sure if it's something I'm doing wrong with it, but so far it seems shit. It's just spinning round on the mount as you ride, and the ball joint's done up as tight as I'm willing to take it, because it is just made of plastic, so if you do it too tight it'll just shatter. But yeah, the phone mount just spins round. It's crap. If you're umming and ahhing whether to get this universal phone case or a quad lock, I would say get a quad lock. I'm seriously thinking of selling this already. It's no good while you're going down the road and your phone's just slowly turning. and you can't see what your fucking map's doing. Load of crap. Wish I'd not bothered. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a little pootle around on these quiet roads. Get some time on the bike at least. See if I can find anything interesting. Don't really know where I'm going. Don't really know where I am. It is very good to be back on the T7 though. I will definitely be changing the screen that's on it because this one is no good. I'm not sure if you can hear from the audio, but it just kicks the wind right up into my face. If you duck down like this, it gets nice and quiet. And if you stand up, it's not bad. But when you're sat down in this position, your normal riding position, it's kicking the wind right into my helmet and it's creating loads of turbulence, loads of noise. It's actually noisier riding this than it is riding my KTM 890 Duke R, which is a naked bike. And that has no wind protection. So I've really got two options. I either go for a bigger screen, like a touring screen, so then I'm in a nice little bubble of clean, undisturbed air. But I'm not a fan of having a bigger screen on it, to be honest. So I think my favourite option at the minute is to get the little rally screen they do for it, which doesn't really provide any wind protection for the rider. It would be like riding a naked adventure bike. However, it would take away this turbulence from my face, hopefully. And also, something that's pretty cool is you can get them colour matched to your bike. Because it's not a screen, it's more of a fairing, just to protect all your instrument cluster. You don't need to be able to see through it. So I could get a white and red one to match the bike. So you may be wondering what's coming up this year for the channel. I know I certainly am. Well, this year I do believe we'll be hitting Rutland Rig, which is the longest green lane in the UK, I do believe. Yeah, Adventure Dad has expressed a strong desire to do that, and looking at it, I'd bloody love to do it as well, so I think we'll be doing that sooner rather than later. My buddy Michael has shown interest in doing a few trips away, maybe a little one-nighter, maybe a two-nighter, who knows. We're not set on where we're going with those yet. Could be Wales, could be somewhere like the Lake District, could be somewhere down south. But we'll definitely have a couple of nice little trips away. That'll probably be when the season kicks off, so when it's starting to get warm again. Michael's a fair weather rider. Long-term projection, however, we are in talks about going to Norway next May. So end of May 2027. We've started talking about it early, so we've got time to plan. Plus Adventure Dad has already used all of his holidays for this year. But yeah, it's looking like a nice little Norway trip's on the books. End of May, start of June, so it's sort of the turn of the season. The weather should be a bit nicer. Hopefully not as cold. We'll still have to prepare for the cold, obviously, because it's Norway, for God's sake. It's cold. But yeah, Adventure Dad's already done some preliminary numbers, and it's looking very goable. Looking like it'll be a bloody lovely trip. But this year, hopefully more of the same. I want to get away when I can. I'll bring you guys along with, and we'll just have a jolly old time. Oh, watch out, it's the Popo. The 5-0. The boys in blue. The pigs, the fuzz. Something else I'd hopefully like to do this year, and I'd like to take you guys along with me because I think it'll be some good viewing. I've seen some very cheap flights out of the UK. I'm talking like 20 quid return. And I'm thinking we can have a couple of those. We can maybe go and do a couple of nights somewhere interesting. Somewhere I've never been. But yeah, it'd be real nice to have a few breaks this year. Even if they're little cheap ones here and there. Good for the soul. And at the end of the day, adventuring is what I want to do, so let's get it done, whether it's on 2 wheels, 4 wheels, 2 feet. Let's get out there and enjoy ourselves. And lastly, there's something that you guys haven't seen yet that I've got in my garage. Nothing dirty, get your mind out the gutter. I actually have a third bike. Not a third leg. God, I do not have a third leg. Now I actually have a third bike in the garage. A project bike. It's a 2002 Suzuki SV650S. So it's an SV650 with fairings, or it was. It's been a bit slow going because I've done all the stripping down now. That was the easy bit. So now it's putting it back together, and that's where you need your funds. So I may start to video the putting back together of it. And it's not going back together as it came apart. It's hopefully going back together as like a cruiser scrambler type thing. So I may even start a little series on that if that's the kind of thing you find interesting. And full disclosure, I am not a mechanic. So, I mean, that's going to be pure entertainment if nothing else. It's already been a very steep learning curve pulling it apart. But it's been fun, real fun. We're getting to the end of the ride now. I think I'm going to call it. All the lanes around here are just pure mud. And as previously explained, I do not have the tyres for that at all. That'll just end up with me on my arse again. So thanks everyone for coming along. Sorry it's been a bit of a shitter. But at least we've had time to have a chat about what's going on this year. If you like the sound of anything that I've said maybe coming up, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're not already. And if there's something you want to see in particular, drop a comment. Yeah, boys! Anyway, that's enough for today. That's enough cocking about. Thanks very much for watching, guys. And I'll hopefully catch you very, very soon. Stay safe out there.